enough. This blunt, I'm taking a puff. I'm stuck, don't feel like it's us. No trust, so do as you must. For real, don't know when I stay out of town. I get dough when I stay out of town.
I'm sitting here in my Maryland home and I just decided to buy a car. I can literally show you. I was sitting here, I found a car and I was like, I want to buy that as soon as possible. Currently 9:46 p.m. and I just booked a flight for tomorrow to Ohio, which is where the car is, and I'm gonna go pick it up. I'm gonna go test drive it first. If everything checks out, then I'll go pick it up. But I can literally show you guys right now. Like, I literally booked the travel thing like 10 minutes ago. Let me show you guys real quick. You can literally see right there, American Express confirmed your trip to Columbus, Ohio, literally at 8:13 p.m. 9:47 p.m. right now. We literally just booked it and we're gonna go there. Honestly, I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow because they only had early flights for some reason, but you already know we're going premium economy. There was no first, but they had premium economy, so we'll see what that is. I'll show you guys what it is. But I'm excited. We're gonna be going into Chicago first, and then from Chicago, we're going to Ohio. I'm gonna hit up a WeWork for probably half the day, and then take some uni onboarding calls at that WeWork as well. Shout out if you actually were one of those people who booked a call tomorrow, I guess at the time of film this video, which is August 13th, and join the uni. Shout out to you. Then I'm gonna go hit up the dealership, test drive the car if everything checks out, work out the finances, and drive it back here to Maryland. It's gonna be around a 6-hour drive. I'd also kind of bring you guys along for partially of that ride. I know you guys don't want to be there for the full thing, but I'll bring you guys along. But I am planning to drive it back. I'm flying there and I'm driving it back. But I literally just booked the flight. I gotta wake up tomorrow and get to the airport. It is too early for this shit, bro. It's currently 4:30 a.m. right now because it's Tuesday the 13th, 4:30 a.m. And bro, it is gotta be the earliest I've ever waken up. That is for sure. Let me show you guys outside real quick. Pitch black. It's literally just my reflection. Nonetheless, we still gotta get a move on. I'm gonna head to the airport, get your flight. Bro, traveling this early literally hurts my head. It has been a crazy, crazy day. Currently in a WeWork right now, as you can see right there. And I think Ohio has got to be the quietest place I've ever been to, more quiet than Maryland. I've literally come here and probably counted a total of 10 people on like their main street. Like every city has like one main street with like all the restaurants, nightlife. I've counted like 10 people. This place is so quiet. But basically, we're just chilling in a WeWork right now. One of my friends from Miami actually put me onto WeWorks. I didn't know these existed until very, very recently. These have been around for a really long time, but it's like co-working space you can rent out. I got a little mini office. There's also co-working space over there, which you can like pay like $300 a month to just go to any location to. But nonetheless, these WeWorks are actually pretty sick. I'm gonna get some uni onboarding calls done, get some of my personal work done, and then head over to the dealership, test drive the car. If everything checks out, buy it. We bought the car. Just hit up the dealership. Shout out to Toy Barn. Really helped me out, I'm not gonna lie. They hooked me up. The car that I got, I will show you guys right now. Right here. Oh my. Bro, this looks actually sick in video. The actual car, AMG Mercedes C63S. It's registered in Ohio. Apparently I have to go through this whole entire thing to literally rewrite my titles. I have to register to Maryland first since I'm not officially moved in Florida yet. I'm moving to Florida at the end of the month, and I have to register it in Florida or register to Maryland, and then I can only register it in Florida once I get my Florida's driver's license or actually move down there. But I need to actually register my title first in Maryland, so it's like this whole dumb process. But anyway, car, bro, look at the interior in here. This is actually sick, like super. I don't even know. At night, I'm literally driving home 6 hours back to Maryland. I'm in literally the middle of nowhere in Ohio right now. This place is dead. It's actually more dead than Maryland. You can even see the HUD display right there. It's actually pretty nice in here. It's a coupe. It's only 2 total doors. We have a total of 4 seats. You can see there's no doors over there. Looks sick, you know what I mean? Like, you have all this stuff, put in Sport Plus. You can hear the valves just open. We pump it. You can hear the pops and burbles. But basically my plan to do with this car was to basically stage tune it. So tune the exhaust system and then also catless downpipe it. So it literally just sounds so much better. Obviously right now it's gray. It's a little dull. It's a little quiet. It's not to my maximum liking, but bro, sick car. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta drive a damn 6 hours back home. And I've been playing around with this seat right here to see the best seating position. But honestly, bro, this is a sick car. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to drop shipping for getting me this car. But I gotta drive 6 hours. I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of bringing you guys along for an entire 6-hour car ride and doing a time lapse, because that's boring as hell, I'm just gonna pick up the camera at random times, just give you guys some insights, how much I paid for it, some advice for you guys, just a little road trip shenanigans. That's what we're gonna be doing this. And then yeah, I'll basically just be home at like 11 p.m. and back in Maryland, and we'll go from there. All right, so see what I mean? We literally have 6 hours. We're arriving back home at 10 p.m. The AMG though, I'm low-key excited to drive this at night though, because of the actual ambient lighting that's in these cars. I heard they're sick, and I know they're sick. I mean, it's a Benz. So I'm low-key excited to drive at night. I'm not gonna lie, so I can see what the ambient lighting is like. I actually had a hotel booked tonight, so I literally flew in at 4 a.m. As you guys saw, I woke up hella early. And so I flew into Ohio here. I just first stopped in Michigan, then I went to Ohio. And my original plan was to get the car, get the paperwork already and stuff today, and then drive back tomorrow. But because I had a couple of things on my schedule change around and my time freed up, I was like, shoot, like I have a couple more hours on my hands. I might as well head back now. I literally paid for a $300 hotel and I haven't even gotten a refund for it yet, nor do I think will I. Okay, honestly, it's like, I'd rather get home now at the expense of $300 than wait till tomorrow. Ohio is so dry. I would rather pay $300 to nothing to not stay here. This place is so boring, but it's okay. Night vibes are about to be crazy. Basically, I'm gonna run you guys through some specs real quick of this car. This is a AMG C63S. It is a 2021 model, and it literally has 10,000 miles flat. Only had one owner. My recommendation for anyone looking to buy cars, always buy cars with one owner, clean titles, no accidents, no recalls, no stolen things, none of this, none of that. You want to get clean title cars. This was a clean title, literally only 10,000 miles, 2021. It still has the factory warranty on it. That's another reason why I wanted to buy it so bad, is because it had that factory warranty that Mercedes puts on the car right when you buy it. So I wanted to buy the car as soon as possible as I saw that, because I was like, that's sick. Low mileage, one owner. Although the color, and you can tell by these seats right here, these aren't the performance bucket seats. These are just regular seats. But in my opinion, these seats are actually really comfy, and I like that a lot. This car, obviously the color isn't like the matte black that looks sick on the C63S, or it isn't like some crazy like neon color, which is what I kind of want to actually wrap it as. But it's a good base model for like the interior and the mileage and stuff. I wanted to buy a car that I can easily just mod and easily just like literally beef up until it gets crazy, crazy loud, cool, modifications. That's what I wanted to do, right? I was gonna buy a Porsche Cayman and do it with the Porsche originally, but honestly, Porsches aren't really my style. AMGs definitely suit me well, and this is pretty much what we ended up getting. But this is gonna be a good test run too, because I also have to drive all the way down to Florida when I move on the 28th of this month. So we'll see. If this sucks, I know what I'm getting myself into, but if it flies by, which I think it will, Florida ride is gonna be easy. But 6 hours to go. This car costed me, I think a lot of you guys are also wondering the total cost of this car as well. So I financed this car. For anyone wondering like, oh, why didn't you pay it in cash? I'll tell you why, in my opinion, paying cash is like a cool flex, but it's actually not like, it's not all that. And the reason being is it's because of two things. Number one is when you buy a car, you can only write off a certain amount of it. So since this car is below 6,000 pounds, it's just a cool sports car to have. The IRS doesn't allow you to write off the Excel depreciation for over 6,000 pound rule that they have. So you can only write off, in this year of 2024, it changes every single year, you can only write off around 20,000 of it the first year. So this car was a total of $75,600. That's a pretty good deal considering the condition it's in. There's not many being sold in the US. I can only write off 20 grand of it if I was to literally buy off the entire thing today. But what I did instead is I put a down payment of 45 grand. Why that amount? That's the only amount banks would allow me to put down. But I basically put a down payment out of 45 grand and I'm financing the rest, which is around 29,800 something over a span of 36 months. I'm gonna be paying it off every single month over a span of 36 months. And yeah, basically my interest rate for this was so high Reason being is because these people, Toy Barn, I mean, shout out to Toy Barn though, they're actually sick. They're super cool people there. They do good business. It's like good car. My interest rate is like 11 or 12%. When I was looking at Aston Martins, I got quoted from Chase Auto Loans for like 8.94%. But Toy Barn can't actually work through Chase because they don't sell any new cars. So I had to go through a bank called Ally Bank. Basically, now we're kind of just like on a 12% interest rate, but honestly, what is 4% difference when you're paying off a total of $30,000 over a span of 3 years? It's not even that much. So I was like, screw it, I want the car, just give it to me. But yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. Basically, don't buy your cars in all cash. Build up your loan reputation, build up a good credit score with how you take loans out, because no matter how much you like it or not, every rich person in this world has taken out loans. Use the bank's money, not your money. That's how I look at it. Yeah, honestly, W purchase though. Like, thing ripped. Right now we're in comfort mode and we're low-key just cruising. But I'll pop this thing in sport real quick, sport plus. It immediately gets louder. And we pump with this thing. It's low-key, it's nice. And the downshifts, they sound good. They sound very, very solid. But nonetheless, we on the road right now. We got to get some stuff done. We got to clock in some miles out here. We'll see how the AMG C63 holds up till the end of the night. I'll keep you guys updated. Just jamming out in here. Just jamming out in here. The vibes are good, man. I'm just doing some reflecting. And honestly, I'm a little tired, but I'm like, damn, I'm in an AMG C63 right now. Like, this was literally a photo on my computer after me doing research on someone's website like 2 days ago. Crazy to think about this. We got a traffic jam ahead. Oh, we got a traffic jam ahead. All right, so I've been driving for around an hour. We have 4 hours and 41 minutes left. And I am slumped right now, bro. I'm like actually falling asleep at the wheel, which is bad. You fall asleep at the wheel, like, bro, like my mind telling me like, oh, push through it. But like, honestly, I'm not trying to die right after I get a car. So I'm gonna take it slow. If I gotta get home at 1 a.m. today, so be it. But I just pulled over once again, literally in the middle of nowhere right now. And I'm literally just about to take like a 30-minute nap. I got 2 double shot espressos right here, but I mean, we look just vibing in here, bro. Like, the vibes are good. I wanted to actually check on the outside of the car real quick to make sure that we're all good and pretty out here. But you can see, being on the highway with the new car, I mean, low key, it's not the best thing you can do, but I mean, we don't got anything going on with the car, nothing too crazy going on with it. But when you're half asleep, you feel like you're living in a dream a little bit. Just like with a car like this, you low key feel like you're in a dream a little bit. I'm gonna take a nap real quick, down these espressos, and then get back on the road. We are so back, baby. We on the road again. 4 shots of espresso later, and I'm ready to get the ball rolling. This feels good. This was the motivation of hope I needed. Let's get it. Little gas stop at the gas station. It was a total of $34.09. We're looking good. Just took a piss as well, and we're headed back on the road. Can't waste too much time now. I'm trying to get home before tomorrow. But let's see here. Just gotta make sure I have everything in my bag, and then we hit the road again. I've noticed about this engine, as cars get more and more warmed up, as we leave it running for longer and longer, the engine sounds better and better. So even a cold start on this car right now in comfort, it still pops and crackles. I can try to get it on video for you guys. I don't know how well this iPhone is gonna pick up the audio though. Here, I'll open the door real quick. Let me pop this thing on. You hear some pops and burbles. We throw this thing in sport. Sounds good right now, bro. Anyway, we're back on the road. Boys, look at this. I'm the only one on this road right now. This is so peaceful. I love this. 3 hours out.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
I just got a ticket for $200. The cop was chill though. Honestly, nothing can ruin this vibe, bro. much dark out. Keep the ambient light into here. Honestly, over here, there's not as much lighting as I thought, but it's still sick in here. It's night out, so I don't want to record too much. I want to make sure I don't die on the road, but I'll pick it up when I'm back in Maryland. We have 2 hours left. Alright, so it has been exactly 48 hours since I bought the AMG C63S, and I'm going to give you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, and what I plan to do with this car right here. Now, as you can see, it looks pretty cool in gray. I'm not gonna lie, it looks decent. But what I wanted to do to this is wrap it a matte black. I think a matte black wrap on this will look so sick. As well as stage 2 tune it as well. What I was also gonna do is add some carbon down there to make that look even more sportier. Possibly add a wing in the back as well. But overall, bro, I mean, I drove 7 hours home. You guys saw in the video, like, we were fighting for our life in that car. But this car actually is super sick. I mean, just look at the interior once again. We got wires all over the place because of the dash cam right now. I just threw it in here. I didn't actually bother to make it look neat, but wires are a mess in here. The good about this car is that it's fast. It sounds really, really good stock, and that it's comfy. The interior is sick. It also has a lot of room for modifications. I mean, like, this car, it's like a blank canvas. You have so much room to work with actually modding it. The bad, I'd say, the shifting. When you shift it, I mean, this car auto shifts by itself, and it does it very, very soon. You can tell Mercedes definitely likes keeping their engines very conservative because it auto shifts on its own very, very quick. And also, the downshifts are a little delayed as well. But I mean, even then, you can get some really good pops and crackles from this. We'll just do a cold startup real quick. Sounds delicious. We'll burn on the windows real quick. Sport Plus. It's been a couple days since I made that last clip, and you can tell from the last clip, my parents think the car's a little obnoxious. But honestly, like, how could you not just like want to make this car better than what it already is? It looks sick. It looks like a little bit of, it looks like a silver bullet. But I want to make it sound like a bullet as well. I think that would make it just so much better. But anyway, everything I said about the car still stands true. I mean, this car has been a lot of fun. I obviously want to get it wrapped, add some detailing to it, stage 2 tune it, but that'll be for a different video, right? I wanted to kind of do a little bit of an outro here, show you guys the car one last time, and kind of end the video, right? This car was all bought through dropshipping. Anyone watching this video and you're like, yo, how has this 19-year-old bought a C63S? That's kind of unusual. I basically just do drop shipping. If you want to learn how, I'm not really going to plug a bunch of stuff in your face in this video, but you can check the description for a couple of resources I'll be putting there. If you're completely new, or if you've been in the space and you're just failing, or you just want more help, I'll put stuff in the description so you can learn from me. Obviously, this video is to kind of show off a cool little achievement of mine. It's not really to plug any of my stuff, but if you want to go check it out, it'll be in the description. With that being said, I am moving to Miami by the end of the month. It's 17th of August right now, and I'm moving to Miami by the end of the month. And so that's going to be another like crazy video as well. I'm literally sitting inside of my car right now with the car off and just like thinking in my brain, it's actually so crazy how far I've come. I've literally documented everything on my YouTube here. You can even check my YouTube and see me posting my first ever like drop shipping case study, like right when I first found success with drop shipping, and now we're here, right? It's actually so crazy to think about. I literally just bought a car. I'm like tangibly sitting inside of it. I'm moving to Miami in just around a week, and it's like stuff is moving so fast in life, and honestly I wouldn't have it any other way. I, in my opinion, think it's very overdue. Like regardless, so thankful of kind of where I am in life, just because at times when you first start your entrepreneurship journey, it can be very scary. You can be very uncertain of the future, of, you know, what success means and when it'll come to you. In everyone's eyes, the word success is different, but it can regardless be very scary for everyone, because it's something new to life. It's something you don't really know how it's going to pan out to be. I'd say my best advice to anyone kind of really scared to get started on, you know, that business or spontaneously move to this other country, or, you know, just buy that thing you've always wanted to buy, even though you know you can afford it, is just do it. What I've noticed about life is a game of risk. Whether you work a job or, you know, you're the most risky as it gets, it's all about risk. And I've genuinely never seen someone try their best in life and really lock in for just like a year, right? On anything, on any business model, and come back to me and be like, hey, I failed. That was a waste of time. I didn't like that. I've never seen anyone do that. And in fact, I've never seen anyone make a purchase like this, who obviously there are some people who have like really, I can comfortably afford this car, right? But I've seen, there probably is a decent amount of people who bought a car like this and just gone completely broke. But I'm talking about these smart, like decently smart entrepreneurs. I've never seen someone actually buy like a nice car for themselves, buy a cool Rolex, buy a Van Cleef bracelet and go broke the next day. It does something to your mind and it shifts something in your brain to say, you know what, we're better now. This is the current state that we're in. And so we need to maintain that kind of stature. And so I think it's very, very healthy to spend a decent amount of money you make. It's going to elevate you to a different kind of state of mind, and it's going to make you work a lot harder. Hence why, as me moving to a new state, I'm currently in Maryland right now as I'm making this video, but as me moving to Miami, I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy the car as well. Not because I was stretching myself financially and I couldn't afford it. And I was just like, I want to have it as a appeal thing to people. But I was like, you know what, if I'm moving to Miami, let me double down. Let me get a car that I can not only just drive around and get groceries and stuff, but let me also continue to elevate myself and get the cool car on top of the cool place that I'm moving to. A lot of people dream of moving to Miami. And I realized that I was also doing some reflecting on that as well. Miami is like this really, really hot, like dreamy destination that it'd be nice to move there. And anyone watching that who's like, you know what, same. The question I ask you is, why not you, right? I believe that if I literally live in Maryland. I haven't met anyone else who's like really done like okay for themselves at 19 who lives in Maryland. You can literally be anywhere, right? And so if you want to move to somewhere like Miami, then absolutely. Like you absolutely can. Home down. I didn't start seeing success in entrepreneurship for literally like until a year in. And I know it sounds crazy. Like you're probably thinking and hearing that like, wow, 1 whole year. Yes. Like 1 year goes by fast when you wake up every single day, you have a set schedule, you eat healthy, you go to the gym and you love what you're doing with your work. 1 year goes by fast, right? It's just honestly, now that I'm making this YouTube video, I'm just obviously not a couple more years. I'm actually like a year and I think not 12 months, a year and like 8 or 9 months into ecom. We're just now playing it at a bigger game, right? We're sitting in a cooler car, we're moving to a different place. So I want all you guys to kind of keep that in mind, just some simple reflecting while I'm sitting in this cool vehicle of mine. But at the end of the day, it's nothing more than just a metal box that sounds cool, right? So don't get too attached to the materialistic things. Stay focused on why you started. Have a mission statement more than just the materialistic things. Ask yourself, why have you gotten started? And typically the people who last longest in entrepreneurship are the people who aren't focused on getting the nice cars or the girls or the watches or the yachts, but instead it's something greater. It's something intrinsic about yourself. It's something having to do with your morals. So ask yourself, what is that? But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Once again, there'll be links in the description. If you're watching this, you're like, I want to learn from Ben. There'll be links in the description so you can click on down. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.